decades, scientists have believed that the universe is about 13.8 billion years. But what if that number isn't actually correct? What if the universe isn't 13.8 billion years? It's nearly twice the age. Some researchers are now suggesting that even 27-year-old will be late. And even if that is true, then something is seriously wrong with our understanding of reality. So the question is, did we get the age of the universe wrong? To understand why this is such a big deal, we first need to understand how scientists came with the number 13.8 billion years in the first place. Our current understanding of the universe is based on something called Big Bang model. According to this model, the universe began from an extremely hot dense point and has been expanding since. Now let's imagine this for a second. Picture a balloon. Draw tiny dots all over the surface. Each dot represents a galaxy. Now slowly interfere. So now slowly inflate the balloon. As the balloon expands, every dot moves away from every other dot. Not because the dots themselves are moving, but because the space between them is stretching. That's essentially what's happening in our universe. Space itself is expanding, and galaxies are being carried along with it. Scientists discovered that the farther away the galaxy is, the faster it appears to be moving away from us. And by measuring the expansion, they were able to reverse the process limits. They asked if everything is moving apart now, what happens if we rewind the time eventually? Everything would come together back to a single point, to tiny dense singularity, back to the beginning. And that moment is what we call the Big Bang. But recently, something started to feel up with the help of more powerful telescopes, especially near ones capable of looking deeper into space than ever before. Scientists began observing some of the earliest galaxies and what they found didn't make sense. These galaxies weren't small, they weren't messy, they were just beginning to form. They were massive, structured separation almost like they had been known for billions of years already. But that creates a serious problem because according to our current timeline, these galaxies existed at a time when the universe was still very too young. From galaxies like this, we can exist by finding a fully grown tree in a place where a seed was planted just yesterday. It doesn't add up. So now, scientists are facing a difficulty question. Are these observations wrong? Are we misunderstanding what we see? Or is something deeper going on? Because if these galaxies really are old and developed as they appear, maybe the problem isn't the galaxy. Maybe the problem is our timeline. The universe happened more time than we thought. Some researchers are proposing that the universe might actually be much older than the 13.8 billion years, possibly 26 or 27 billion years, which is twice more than the current age, likely the estimated age of the universe of 30 something billion years. Now that sounds like a tool and it is, but that doesn't mean scientists just randomly that we instead there we get trained attention behind our current abilities. Think of it like this. Imagine a scientist how long it took to drive under. In the castle you are driving at a constant speed the entire time. What if the assumption is the wrong? What if you slow down at certain points or speed up at others? Your final estimate of time will be completely off. In the same way, our calculation of the universe age depends heavily on how we think. The universe has expanded over time. If that expansion has behaved differently, then we assume then our estimate of the universe age could also be wrong. If this new idea turns out to be correct, it would solve the mystery of its entire galaxies. They wouldn't be too early anymore. They would simply have more time to grow. But the implications go far beyond that. An older universe could how we understand how stars form, how galaxies, and even how the universe itself behaves on the largest scales. It would force scientists to rethink the timeline of everything. But before we jump into the conclusions, there's something important to keep in mind. So currently the universe, even if this was wrong, it can be changed the universe age because we do not know the exact age yet. We know that 26 or 27 billion years old is still another estimated by a different model. Instead of the big bang, it's used by big cruncher or any other model. At the 13.8 billion is used by the big bang model. So by this can be changed. At near future there might be another estimate of universe 50 billion years or any other estimated of the age. But it is not confirmed. That's why the reasons still the universe age. It's uncertain. We still wouldn't know the current exact age. Even the estimate of 27 billion years old is still not confirmed. Many scientists still support the current model and they believe the strange observations could be explained in other ways. Maybe our measurements need refined to expand the timeline. Maybe our models need smaller estimate or we are missing something entirely science doesn't move forward by accepting new ideas instantly. It moves forward by testing them or challenging them. We something prove them wrong, and that's what makes this interesting. Not just the possibility that the universe will be over, but the reminder that we are still learning, still mistaken in this for centuries. Humans have tried to understand the cosmos, and every time we think we figure it out, something new appears and changes the story. So did we just the age of the next one? Maybe our so even the new estimate of 27 billion still might be the estimated. But one thing is certain, The universe still holds mystery. There are so many mysteries of galaxies far away from most of the universe. Yes, even the mystery in our solar system also. Whether that planet exists or not, there are many other mysteries to cover. The universe still holds mystery. We can't even begin to understand. So, if you want to see more videos like this, don't forget to like and subscribe to I'm on Earth YouTube channel.